on your side with breaking news and the Tri-State's most accurate forecast. This is 9 News at 6.
Good evening. Are you dead or alive? Now, that sounds like a stupid question unless you ask the federal government.
For some of you watching us tonight, the answer could be quite surprising. 9 News anchor Brendan Keefe is here now with tonight's I-Team investigation. Brendan?
Carol, Clyde, a government agency is killing off 14,000 Americans every year, at least on paper. Social Security has listed nearly 200 tri-state residents as dead. People we've determined are alive and well tonight. Imagine being buried alive. That's what's happening virtually to some 1,200 Americans every day. The tri-state residents in this government database are the walking dead, listed as deceased by Social Security, but each one is alive today.
It's just been one thing right after another since I found out that I was dead.
Judy Rivers had her freedom swiped from her while shopping at a major department store.
And when I used a debit card, unfortunately, the police were called and they took me to the police station because they thought it was an identity theft.
Judy's Social Security number had been accidentally added to the death master file. She has since applied for 14 credit cards. All were denied because she is listed as deceased.
And it's very hard to prove you're alive. Now, when paper says you're dead, doesn't matter how much identification you have, anything. You can stand right in front of them, but they won't believe it's you, even when your driver's license has a picture of you on it.
Scripps Howard News Service discovered the problem while investigating allegations people listed as dead had voted in the 2008 presidential election. They did find matches between the voter rolls and the Social Security death master file. But when our investigators went looking for those dead voters, they didn't find them here in the cemetery. Instead, they were all living. But then something truly impossible happened. Comparing the records, someone would be listed as living in 1998, then dead in 2008, but alive again in 2011. Others were listed as dead in 98 and alive in 2008. Over a 10-year period, the federal government had killed off, then resurrected nearly 32,000 Americans.
The consequences can be quite severe. You can lose benefits like Medicare, bank accounts can be canceled, credit accounts canceled. Although I had not had any troubles before I found out that I was dead, it seemed that everything popped up immediately. All of a sudden, I could not get a credit card anywhere.
Ironically, the death master file was created in 1980 to prevent fraud. The government uses it to determine benefits, banks use it to identify phony credit applications, and employers run applicants against the list to verify their identities.
At 2 jobs, I got to the point of a final interview. When I provided my background information, those interviews were canceled.
Social Security told us 1 out of every 200 entries in the death master file is false because of inadvertent keying errors by federal workers. One wrong key can send you to this digital graveyard where you could spend years digging out with creditors.
This is not an error that's minor. This is an error that can cause serious financial harm to consumers who have their identities stolen and have to spend weeks, months, if not years, trying to correct that information with creditors, with retailers, and with law enforcement.
When this information gets into the financial system, it's like an octopus with tentacles. It goes everywhere. Every credit card company, every bank, everywhere you go, you are then listed dead.
Just as 32,000 living Americans have been listed as dead, for some reason the Social Security death master file does not include the nearly 3,000 victims of the 9/11 terror attacks. After Scripps Howard News Service discovered the 9/11 names missing from the file, members of Congress launched an investigation. We'll keep you posted, guys.
Oh, we definitely want to know about that, Brendan. Thanks.